Today we're going to be animating a nice peaceful scene that could be set to maybe some lo-fi music. Okay, welcome, and today what we're going to do is we'll go into Procreate first. I'll show you what I have got done. Here we have a scene of a hill, some hills in the background. We got some a windmill here, and a house, and a tree, and a girl on a swing. I don't know if you can see it very good, but it's there. A little girl on a swing, or it could be a little boy. Who knows? We got a moon in the sky. So as far as the layers I've got right now, I've got the moon on its own layer. I've got the tree. Tree didn't need to be on its own layer because it's not going to move, but the swing is going to move. It's just the way it came out. Now the halo effect around the moon is going to change a bit, and the lighting effect is going to change also. Of course, the windmill itself is going to be spinning. And I've got the stars grouped into like 4, I think it was, so we can kind of animate them. And I don't have them, the 4 together. I've got like one here, one over here, and they're kind of separated apart. So we're going to animate those also. So I think that's about it. So let's move this file over into Procreate Dreams. Okay, so here we are in Procreate Dreams. We'll click the little plus on the top right to start a new file. Here you can adjust all of your sizes if you want to do Instagram or whatever you want to do. They're all here. We are going to stick with HD widescreen. And if you wanted to additionally change the size and stuff, you could do it by clicking on the little red square right there also. We're going to leave it like it is. We're going to hit empty. And here we are. So the first thing I want to do is click on the numbers here. Not the numbers, I'm sorry. The title. So the title's right there. Alright, and then we're going to change our frames per second first. So click on that. We're going to stick frame by frame. And the duration, let's change that to maybe 10 seconds. Alright, if you go over here to the minute one and hit the backspace, you'll erase that. And that's it. So 12 frames per second, 10-second duration, 1920 by 1080, and that is it. Hit done, and here we are. Alright, so now what I want to do is go back over to Procreate, which is right here. We're going to go into the gallery, and we're going to take this file with all of the assets and hold down on it until it moves around. We're going to click on our home button to get out of that, go back into Dreams, and we're going to drop him right in there. Now you can do this another way. If you could import it by using Procreate Dreams, you could do it that way also. But I like to do it like this because it's easier. If you have the iPads with no home button, I'm not familiar with those, so it might be a little bit trickier. Not sure. Okay, so I just made this a little bit bigger to make it match and everything. So here we are. I'm going to straighten this out by using 3 fingers. So you can see we're at 10 seconds right there. And then the part over here is just not going to be there. So what we're going to do now is we've got a flat picture file right now. So we need to hold down on this and convert layers to tracks. Now you can see that it made a group. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to open that group by clicking on the little arrow thing right there, and then it opens up to all of the things that we had on different layers. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is... let's see, what shall we do? Maybe let's go ahead and do the windmill. So I'm going to click on that. And I think I'm going to do this, maybe we'll do this performance mode. And performance mode is, it will record your movements with your finger. Alright, so it's a very easy way to animate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it once. We're going to hit a move and a move in scale. And our anchor point should be right in the center, so we're going to leave that just like it is because we want it to spin right there in the middle. Alright, and then what we're going to do is Hit done, so we don't need to do anything with that. You guys don't even need to go into those three little dots right there. I just showed you what it was. It should be in the middle already. We're going to hit the little round circle here, which is the record button. And then we're going to click on a corner here until we get that little curve mark, and that's going to be our rotation button. And then as soon as we start moving our finger, it's going to start recording. All right, we should be there now. There we go. Click off of it and go back to the front. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's good. Yep, I like it. Okay, so that is the first animation we're going to do. The next animation we're going to do is, let's do that little girl swinging, or the little boy swinging, whatever it is. All right, we're going to make this bigger to see what we're doing here. And we can actually do this one performance mode too. So let's take that back to the front. We'll hit, oh wait a minute, we don't want to do that yet. Click on your three little dots. We're going to edit our anchor point to the top left corner. So that will be our rotation point when we start her swinging, or him swinging. I keep saying her, I'm just going to go with her. Okay, so again, we'll hit done. We'll hit the record button. We'll click on an edge, and then all right, and it stops, so that means we're done. Hit done again, and then let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I like it. It looks good. Okay, so that's good. There's two things moving. Let's get these stars done next. Okay, so we're gonna make them twinkle. So these three here at the top are the three groups of stars. So we're gonna start over here, and we're going to click on it, and we're gonna do a filter, and we're gonna do an opacity. All right, we're going to start at 100, and we're going to move it over a little bit, maybe half a second, maybe. We're going to click on it again, and we're going to filter it, opacity, and we're going to take that opacity down, maybe 25% or so. And we're going to take it over to another half a second, click on it again, opacity it again, and bring it all the way back up. Let me see what that looks like. Yeah, that's good. All right, and we're just going to do that again. So we're going to come out half a second again, so that would be the 5 mark right there. Click on it, bring it down to 24%. Go out 2 seconds, and we'll bring it back up to 100%. We'll just keep doing that. 5, 25. Don't have to be perfect. 3 seconds. Bring it back up. And on and on. 4 seconds. Back up. Okay. Here we go. Back down. And then we'll, and we're only at 6 seconds, so we still got a ways to go. So I'm not going to show you all of these because they're all three going to be the same way, and it's just going to take too much of the video time. And you guys know how to do it. Just keep making it go to 24 and then back up to 100% every half a second. And then to the end here. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Yep. I think that's good. Let's do the other ones. So I'm not going to show you all of these, so we'll bring us back when we've got all these other ones done. So if you're enjoying the content, I have a small favor to ask that makes a huge difference. Subscribing to my channel is like giving a virtual high five, and it means the world to me. When you hit that subscribe button, you're not just supporting the channel, you're joining an incredible community of awesome people who love art just as much as you do. Imagine being part of something bigger where every view, like, and comment helps us grow and reach more awesome folks just like you. Plus, subscribing is super easy. It's just one click, but that one click has a ripple effect, helping me create more content, bringing new ideas to life, and spreading positivity all around. And hey, in the spirit of kindness, how about this? Subscribe and then go out and do something nice for someone today. Hold the door open for a stranger, leave a kind note for a coworker, or simply smile at someone who looks like they need it. Let's make the world a bit brighter together. So what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and let's make amazing things happen. Thank you for your support. You're the reason this channel exists. Alright guys, we're back and we've got all the stars done. I kind of staggered them so they don't all do the same thing. So I put the time frames between how they twinkle longer than the other one. The first one I did. The first one I did a half a second each, but then the other ones I kind of did maybe 3/4 of a second, and the other one I did like 1 second. So they all blink a little bit differently. So that's kind of what we wanted. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to animate this halo around the moon. Alright, and I think I want to do kind of 2 animations with that maybe. So I want to do a movement of 1. So maybe we'll do the movement first. So I'm going to start here in the beginning, and we're going to move and scale it. And we're going to do this a little slow. So maybe 1.5 seconds maybe. Let's try that. So we set a keyframe where it's at. Now we're going to make it just a little bit bigger. Okay, about like that maybe. And then we're going to go maybe go over 3 seconds. Maybe here. We're going to shrink it back down where it was at. Okay. And then we're going to come out again about 4.5 maybe. We're going to make it big again. Alright, and we're going to go back to 6. We're doing kind of a 1.5 seconds. We're going to shrink it back down. I'm just going to keep doing that. 7.5. Or close to that. Shrink it back down. Was I supposed to make it bigger that time? I think I messed up. Maybe make it bigger. Let's see. Alright, and then let's shrink it back down. And then let's make it bigger. And then we'll shrink it back down here at the end. Alright, let's see what that looks like. That's kind of pulsing. That's what I wanted. Well, that something happened there. That was weird. I think it didn't make a keyframe. So right here. Where was that weird spot? Right there. We're going to fix that weird spot. So it's the same here. Oh, I think I didn't shrink it or something. So this one, let me see. Come on guys, let's get smaller here. From here. Here it got bigger, so this next one should be smaller to here. then I think this one is too close. Okay, let's see what that looks like now. Yeah. So just getting bigger and smaller. That's it. Alright, and we're going to do one more. Now we're going to do a HSB keyframe. So when you want to make a new keyframe, a new type of keyframe on the same layer, you need to make sure that your clacker is up there and it's not on the keyframe thing. So we need to make sure it's up there on the main part of the track. And then we can click on it and filter it, and we're going to do an HSB this time. We're probably going to do brightness. Alright, so I'm going to leave it like that for right now, and then when it gets bigger, we're going to make him get a little bit brighter. So maybe that. And then the next one, we're going to make him get a little dimmer. So we're just going to do that. We're going to kind of match those other keyframes on that when it's getting bigger and smaller. Let me just leave it like that. Let me see what it looks like. Yep. I like it. That's good. Okay, let's see. I think there was one more thing. Yeah, I think I want to make a shooting star. Maybe come across the top and then go out the bottom down there. So we're going to put this on top of everything. So on top of my stars here, this track right here, we're going to click on the plus and we're going to add a track. Okay, that put it out of our group, but I think it probably don't matter. Or maybe it does. I'm going to drag that down. What happened? Well, let's just see. Let's see what happens. I'm going to click on the drawing mode. We got it set for white. That's fine. And then I'm going to go down to the luminance. I'm going to maybe use a light pen. Alright, and we're going to do this thing. Maybe right there. And then we'll bring that track over a little bit and we'll above the windmill, so it's right there. Let's do maybe there. Do another one here. That's fine. No. Two finger and get rid of that. Okay, and let me see. We're going to make it disappear behind that hill right there. That's about it. So let's see what that looks like. It kind of jumps. Where does that jump get at? That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Right there. That was a jump. Let's see if we can delete that one. Let's see if we can do that again. Let's see what that looks like. It kind of jumps still though. Alright, let's delete that one again. Okay, let's see what it looks like now. There we go, that's better. It don't have to be perfect. Come on. We're not professional animators here. But what I do want to do is I want to group all of these guys together. And actually we can just kind of, if you want to select them all, if you click on the layers here and you just kind of draw a line all the way through them, we hold down on them and just group them. Now we can move this group. If we don't want that shooting star to come out at the very beginning, kind of slide it over some. Here we go. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Alright, and I think that's going to do it. But anyway, I mean, you guys could also like move the clouds if you wanted to. I didn't put the clouds on separate layers, so but you could have done that and move the clouds across the sky, which would have been pretty cool too. But there's just so many things that you can do with it. But I hope this has helped you. You could probably even, I've got the shadow here. You could probably even duplicate that windmill turning right there and maybe make a shadow of it turning also. Let's see what that looks like if it's possible. Let me see how easy it would be to do that. So we'll do a little experiment here. Let's take this track and duplicate it. So I think what it did was it made it, no it didn't, maybe I copy it. Let me do that. So I'm going to click on that layer, we're going to hold down on it, we're going to hit copy. Alright, and then maybe, where's that land at? Right here. Let's make a track on top of that one. Alright, and let's paste that track in there. So now we have two windmills, and then we want to move it. I'm going to move it down here. I think about right there would be good. Alright, and now we want it to, we're going to fade it out some because it's going to be a shadow, so it's going to be very light color maybe. It's going to kind of match that other one. So to do that, let's do filter and maybe an opacity. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. We'll take that opacity down to about 18. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Okay, we're good. Let's, yep, now we have a little shadow there that's moving also. That turned out perfect. It turned out really easy to do too. So there we go, a little experimentation live while we're doing the video. So what I'll do is I'll leave the final animation at the end with maybe some lo-fi music to go along with it. I hope this video has helped you guys out a lot. If you have not subscribed, please do so. It helps the channel out so much. Hit the like button, share it with your friends. Give me some comments, I'd love to hear them. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll answer all of those. So with that, I will see you guys next week for another Procreate or Procreate Dreams tutorial. Take care.